TRESA video number 4, multiple and designated representation. When a client enters into an agency relationship, either as a buyer or a seller, it's with the brokerage. A lot of people don't realize that it covers all of the agents working for that brokerage. It follows then that if a brokerage represents more than one client in a transaction, such as a buyer and seller, or more than one buyer, it creates multiple representation. This is where the services to both clients are supposed to be limited. Each client must be treated in a fair, objective, and impartial way, but agents have to limit what they disclose to each party, in particular regarding the price to offer or accept or the seller or buyer's motivation. None of this is new. What has changed with TRESA is the disclosure requirement for multiple representation. Now, as soon as an agent is aware that the brokerage might be representing more than one client in a real estate deal, they must disclose it and then limit services. Well, what if you want your realtor to provide full duties and services to protect and promote your best interests? TRESA introduces a new type of representation called designated representation. In this case, a specific agent or team of agents within a brokerage are designated to represent a client's interests. Multiple representation would only exist when that one agent or team is representing more than one client in a transaction. Designated representation allows each agent to advise and advocate for their designated client. Each agent works to promote and protect the best interest of their client. In practice, this is what a lot of agents have been doing, each working for our own clients, but it hasn't been allowed up until now. Engel and Volkers Muskoka will be practicing designated representation. That means if you list a property with us and a buyer contacts us directly, another agent in the office will be designated to represent them in the transaction. Or they may choose to represent themselves or be represented by another brokerage altogether. If we have more than one buyer interested in a property, a different team member will represent each one and can then advocate fully for their client.